Before we begin this week's episode of the Grow Your Wealthy Mindset podcast, I want to tell you of a great guide that I made just for you. It's the 12 financial mistakes that keep physicians from building wealth. After talking to hundreds of physicians, I've heard many mistakes, and these are the ones that I thought were most important to share so that you can potentially avoid making these mistakes, or if you've already made them, learn a bit about how you might be able to recover. You can grab the guide at my website, www.growyourwealthymindset.com/12 financial mistakes. Now on to this week's episode. Hello, welcome to the Grow Your Wealthy Mindset podcast, where it is all about helping amazing physicians just like you create a wealthy life free from burnout and with the financial security to practice medicine on your own terms. I'm your host, Dr. Elisa Zhang. Welcome back to the Grow Your Wealthy Mindset podcast. Today, we're exploring a powerful happiness practice, one that may not sound fun, but can be incredibly freeing, and that's learning to forgive. This is the 7th exercise from Sonja Lyubomirsky's book, The How of Happiness. Forgiveness can be tough. When someone hurts us, whether it's physically, emotionally, or even spiritually, our natural instinct is to protect ourselves. We may want to avoid them, or worse, seek revenge. By holding on to that pain, anger, and resentment, it doesn't punish them, it really punishes us. As the Buddha has been quoted to say, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one getting burned. Forgiveness is a way to let go of that burning coal. It's not about excusing bad behavior or saying that what someone did was okay. It's not necessarily reconciliation, although it can lead there. And it's definitely not a free pass. Forgiveness is a shift in thinking. It's when your desire to harm or avoid someone decreases, and maybe, just maybe, you start to wish them well, not for them, but for you. Forgiving people tend to be happier, healthier, less angry, and more empathetic. They're better able to move on. And that's what forgiveness really is, a release, a way forward. Now, if you're thinking, that's easier said than done, I hear you. I've been known to hold a grudge for potentially a very long time. Forgiveness is not something that I would say comes easily or naturally to me, at least not when I was younger. So let's walk through some ways to practice forgiveness, starting with the easiest place, yourself. First, appreciate being forgiven. Think about a time where you hurt somebody, intentionally or not, and they forgave you. What did it feel like? How did they show it? Why do you think they forgave you? Did that act of forgiveness change your relationship? Did it change you? Reflecting on this can open your heart to the possibility of offering forgiveness to somebody else. Next, try seeking forgiveness. This could be through writing a letter of apology. You don't even have to send it. Just writing it can be powerful. Describe what you did or didn't do. Acknowledge the hurt it caused. Take responsibility and express your regret. This exercise isn't just for the person you wronged. It's a reminder that we all mess up and that owning our mistakes can bring clarity, growth, and peace. Now, imagine granting forgiveness. Think of someone you're still holding something against. Close your eyes and try to picture the event from their perspective. What were they thinking? What were they going through? Empathy doesn't excuse what happened. It simply humanizes the other person. Try imagining yourself forgiving them, even if it's just in your mind. Picture the weight lifting from your shoulders. If you are ready, try writing a forgiveness letter. Again, it doesn't even have to be sent. In the letter, describe what happened and how it hurt you. Share what you wish that they had done differently. And if it feels right, end with an explicit statement of forgiveness. Something like, I realize now that what you did was the best you could do at that time. I forgive you. If that feels like too much right now, that's okay. Come back to it later. Or choose someone whose offense feels less painful to begin with. Forgiveness is a practice. It takes time, effort, and sometimes more than one try. And finally, practice empathy. Every time someone does something that rubs you the wrong way, pause and ask yourself, why may they have acted that way? What's going on in their world? The more we seek to understand others, even just a little, the easier it becomes to forgive. I remember reading in the books of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey talking about being on a train or some public transit, and there was a father with some kids, and the kids were completely acting out, and the father was doing nothing in order to rein in their behavior. And at first, he was really irritated and angry and annoyed, but then he learned that this father had just lost his wife, and these children had just lost their mother. And then all the empathy came forward. So sometimes when we think about why someone might be acting the way they're acting, we can have more empathy for their situation and why they're acting that way. Another exercise you could do is write the apology letter that you wish someone would send you. What would you want them to say? What kind of explanation would help you let it go? Would you believe them? Would you be able to give them the benefit of the doubt? Forgiveness doesn't always come easy, but it is worth it. It frees us from the past, lightens the emotional load we carry, and opens us up to more joy, connection, and peace. So this week, I invite you to take a step, just one, toward forgiveness. Whether that means writing a letter, reflecting on time you were forgiven, or simply softening your heart a little towards someone who hurt you. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Even the smallest act of forgiveness can start to shift your mindset and your happiness. Thanks for listening to the Grow Your Wealthy Mindset podcast. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you would share it with someone else who may need to hear it. Until next time, take care of your mind, your money, and your heart. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could share it with your friends and colleagues. And now for the disclaimer. I am not a certified financial planner, accountant, or attorney, and nothing I say should be construed as professional investment, tax, or legal advice. This show is primarily for your education and entertainment. I am a physician, but I'm probably not your physician, so if you need any medical advice, please contact your own physician. Thank you. Don't forget to pick up your guide, 12 Financial Mistakes That Keep Physicians from Building Wealth. You can grab that guide at my website, www.growyourwealthymindset.com/12 financial mistakes. You'll also find that link in the show notes.